Thanks for connecting. And if you like what you hear, please share.
Well, I'm a small business person, just like you. I have been a photographer for a long time. My husband and I started a photography studio business, doing families and high school seniors and children photography and all of that. But what really floats my boat is the whole business and marketing side of it. And I have become very excited about branding and helping other small businesses with their branding.
Do you want to know how amazing people connect? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie.
Today's episode brought to you by Tried and True Coffee of Corvallis, Oregon. With 2 locations, they deliver excellent coffee. Go see them today. And Hansen Insurance Group for all of your commercial and residential commercial needs. That's Hansen Insurance. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. So excited to have you all here today. And I also am super excited about my guest and friend, Miriam Haugen, who's here with me today. How are you doing, Miriam?
Great.
Good. Well, there you go. So short and succinct. She is a great person, and I'm super excited to talk about all the photography things she's doing in her business. But first, I wanted to remind you that I am Russ Hedge. I'm a coach, motivational speaker, obviously podcaster, and new author of Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose. And super excited about what an encouraging book that is. So that'll officially be launched on November 24th. You'll have to get a copy of that. Be available on Amazon and all the online sources. Also, right now, I am busy connecting. You know, this podcast is all about how amazing people connect. And I have found over the years that connection is what drives your business. You could talk about marketing and sales all day long, but if you don't have true connection with people, you are not going to have a thriving business. So if you're interested in connecting with me and learning more about my coaching, motivational speaking, and the services that I do, you can go to russhedge.com and you can find out all that I do and go to my connection points. You can look me up on social media, email me, whatever you like. You can even schedule time to chat with me, and I would love to get to know you. So that's about me, but without further ado, I want to go straight to Miriam. And Miriam, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, well, I'm a small business person, just like you. I have been a photographer for a long time. My husband and I started a photography studio business, doing families and high school seniors and children photography and all of that. But what really floats my boat is the whole business and marketing side of it. And I have become very excited about branding and helping other small businesses with their branding. And right now, you'll see I have the Santa stuff on the wall behind me because I'm really immersed in Santa. That's one of my segments, is this whole storybook experience with Santa. And so I'm really pushing that right now. But in my work with small businesses, I really like to get to know their brand and figure out how I can create images for them that they love, that they can use on social media, and to tell their brand story. And I just love that.
Well, you know what I think is so great, and the reason you and I have connected over the years is because you really are all about people, and this whole personal branding is helping them really to get out, because you are your business. I tell people constantly, when you go onto social media, people want to know about Miriam. They want to know about you because you are your business. And when you personally brand that and people see you actively involved in your business, that's what draws people in, because you are the X factor that makes things move.
Yes, people, well, we say it all the time. People do business with people they know, like, and trust. They want to see you. They want to have connection with you. And and that's hard. I see so many people that have some tired old headshot that, 10 years old, that's really boring. And you need photographs that tell a story, that help you to tell your story, that people can then get drawn into and get connected with. That's really what I am, as a visual storyteller.
Yeah, and you and I have been able to work together. We took portraits with our family. You did a fabulous job. We have done the personal branding, which has helped me tremendously. In fact, the cover photo for Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose was taken by Miriam Haugen. She did that. And a lot of the things that I use on social media, it's nice to have a package of pictures that you can pull from that are professional, nice quality pictures. And that is just so critical. I'm still waiting for an invite to take a picture with Santa. Haven't got that yet, but I do. It's interesting because that would be so much fun to do with my wife sometime, because over the years, I have taken a couple pictures, adult pictures with Santa. One time in the mall, just being silly with one of the Santas in the mall, and I did a selfie, of course. And the other time was, I think I told you, was a Santa on the coast, and he was just with his family. He had a Grateful Dead shirt on and shorts, but he was definitely Santa, and it was so great. And I got a selfie with him. So I'm going to have to work on getting real professional Santa pictures, because that sounds like way too much fun.
That would be a blast. We'll have to make that happen.
So I know we wanted to concentrate on the personal branding. I know a lot of people that listen could really benefit from that. I have sent multiple people to you that I coach as far as personal branding. So how did you really get involved in that to start?
Well, it's was kind of a gradual process. Honestly, I just found myself always drawn to information, books about marketing and branding. Right now, I have one right here. Donald Miller, I love him. Marketing Made Simple. I just love it. And then I heard a presentation by another photographer who was doing personal brand photography. And I went, oh, well, that sounds interesting. Of course, everything sounds interesting to me if it has to do with marketing and branding. So, so I started following her and learning more about what she was doing, and realized this makes total sense. There's so many people right now that are brand new entrepreneurs, or they are really trying to expand their business right now, particularly in this weird 2020 year, where people are working really hard at how do I make my business work? So I realized that people need my services more than ever, and now is the perfect time to really launch the personal brand photography.
Yeah, I think it's critical right now. I mean, people are rebranding themselves. They're reshaping their business. They're pivoting. Of course, I'm one of them that did the gigantic pivot. And, it's so important right now to have the tools to be able to market your business. Really, I think you and I have talked about this before, because we've had multiple discussions on marketing and connecting, is that things really are pretty simple at the core, that people need to realize their business is about themselves, that people do business with people they know, like, and trust. And if you never get that know and like factor accomplished, people are not going to trust you and use your business. There's not too many people that are just going to walk in the door, or they're going to answer the first cold call that you make about your business. Most people want to get to know who they're working with. And you have been just instrumental with so many already in doing that. And yeah, I just applaud you. I think what you're doing is incredible.
Thank you. Yeah, people just need to understand that their brand is them. And, I can make images that you're going to love. that I think is people's biggest fear. They don't want to admit. They'll say, "Oh, I take terrible pictures." How often have you heard that? Well, I've heard it a lot.
I'm with you. People all the time.
And so you just need to have the right person who is going to help you put you in the best in your best light, put your best face forward.
We know what I think is interesting about that too. So the best pictures that you took of me was me being goofy in my normal self, right?
Yeah.
And that's really what you want in personal branding.
Right.
A friend of mine, their team, they're all jumping and leaping and having fun. Those kind of things, people like to see that. They like to see fun. They like to see people's real personalities. And, being the selfie guy, hashtag Russ Selfie, I don't give people an option to retake photos. I just use my selfies. But what happens is when I take them quickly, people are in their normal, relaxed mode. They don't have time to tense up and to get funny and get the way they are in photos where they think they don't look good. They're just their normal self. And they find most of the time that they look pretty darn good, really, because they didn't have time to get out of character.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
So maybe we should only do selfies with everybody.
No. Okay, so my technique often is kind of the opposite. I know, very often when people are first in front of the camera, they with a selfie, for instance, they haven't had time to get tense.
Right.
Often I'm spending enough time with people that they kind of get over that initial nervousness. So, where do I put my hands? How do I smile? What do I do? You spend a few minutes and doing different things, and that initial nervousness melts away. So.
And I think that's important. And we talked about the podcast too. If you just jump into things and you do it and act like yourself, things are really pretty good. If you plan and have to put out a whole gigantic itinerary of what's going on and you have to worry about it and think about it, same thing with photos. You have all this tension. And what that does is it does give you something that doesn't really look like you because you're all tensed out. The old portrait photographers that would kept saying, okay, chin down a little bit more. No, tilt it back. Okay, wait, no, this hand, we got to do something with this hand. By the time they're done, you're like this,
Right.
and you feel the most awkward ever. Instead of when you took our portraits with our family, the ones we liked best was all looking at each other, laughing, and just really goofing around.
Right.
And so you didn't take a lot of time to stage it. You let actual real life happen. And I think that was so great.
Right. And sometimes I will do stage things, but I think you talk about the personality, letting your personality come through. Something I've had to learn when I'm having photographs taken of myself is to be a little goofy, because I've spent my entire career putting on my picture face, going, okay, the shoulders turned, the smile, everything is just right. But those kinds of photographs don't necessarily tell the story. Sometimes you want to, like your befuddled book, you need an expression for the front of the book that says befuddled.
Right.
So I've had to get over myself a little bit and lose some of my own vanity.
Yeah, there you go. I think we could all get over ourselves a little bit. I know that my wife would say I could get over myself for sure. Anyway, well, listen, it's shocking, but our time is up. So I want to make sure and give people how to get in contact with you so they can talk to you more about personal branding or the other type of photography. So how do we get a hold of Miriam?
Well, honestly, you can probably, if you Google Miriam Haugen, my website is probably going to come up, haugensgallery.com, and it's HAUGENSGALLERI. Have to be tricky. It's an I, not a Y.com. And you'll see when you go to the website, there's something about Santa, and you'll see about family portraits, and you'll also see about personal brand photography. And that is the best way to get a hold of me. I also, of course, am on Facebook and Instagram and all that good stuff too.
Great. Well, I'll make sure to link to those things in the show notes so people know they can just click on it and go straight to you. And I really, really appreciate you, Miriam, and taking time today. It's been fun, as always. And so thanks for coming on. And all of you out there, thank you for watching. Your time is valuable. I know that. And hopefully we've added some value and taught you some more about connection, because we bring you every week amazing people who connect. Don't forget, Monday and Thursday, we have a podcast release on both of those days at 8 a.m. And you can get it on all the YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and other social media, both in video and audio form. So look for that. Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. Great to see you all today. Have a good one until we talk again. Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. Be sure to subscribe in your favorite podcast app so that you don't miss a single episode. Have an amazing day.